So, we're going to be talking about dragons. Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one either. Yes, that one. Hi, and welcome to Red Evony. I am Akayasha. You can call me Aka. And in this video, we're going to be looking at Evony Dragons. Dragons in Evony are a means of improving the stats and performance of your generals, and in turn, the performance of your troops. And dragons do this in three main ways. The first, they increase the base stats of your general. Let's have a look at some of my generals. You see my generals here? They have numbers in brackets next to their main stats. Those numbers in the brackets represent the additional stats added by the dragons that are attached to them. If we scroll down, you see that the other generals don't have those brackets. That means that they don't have dragons attached to them. So the numbers in the brackets are added to the general's base stats. In addition to the stats, the dragons will also add to the general's power. The second way that dragons improve the performance of your general is that they have special skills which boost your general's overall ability. Let's take a look at one of my dragons. You see here the dragon's skill, marching range troop attack, marching ground troop defense, and march size capacity. These are skills specific to this dragon, and these stats will be added to the general's overall ability that the dragon is attached to. The third way that dragons improve your general's performance is that dragons can be refined to boost specific stats relevant for your general. In this case, we have a look at my Celtic demon here. You see refining attributes at the bottom, range troop attack, and it's added to my range general. So those are the three main ways that dragons can boost the performance of your general. Now, dragons have levels, starting from level 1 and going all the way up to level 10. Increasing your dragon's level not only increases your dragon's base stats, but increased levels also unlock higher levels of the dragon's special skill. So if we go back to the special skill for this dragon, you can see there where it says unlocking at level 8, and then the next level down below shows unlocking at level 10. So once the dragon's level is raised from 8 to 10, the next rank of skills will be unlocked. To level up your dragon, you need to feed your dragon. You can see at the bottom left of the screen there where it says feed. Dragons eat a variety of items, mainly materials. Dragons also eat gems, resources, source of life, badges, medals, the list goes on. What you see here is the feeding menu for this dragon for today. Every day at server reset, you will get a fresh menu of items that you can feed your dragon. This menu can be refreshed using gems. As you see at the bottom where it says refresh recipes for 2000 gems. You can refresh the menu up to 10 times a day, and the number of gems required to do this will increase with each refresh. There is also a maximum number of times that you can feed your dragon per day. If you see at the bottom right for the feed button, right above it you can see feed 0/30. So you can feed your dragon 30 times every day. To feed the dragon, simply select the item that you would like to feed it. It comes up like this. The feed button gets highlighted. Once you press it, the XP points relevant to that item that you're going to be feeding the dragon will be added to the dragon's XP bar. Once that bar gets filled up completely, the dragon moves to the next level. There, one feed done, and you can see at the bottom right it shows feed 1/30. Now let's talk briefly on what each dragon can be used for. Technically speaking, you could use any dragon on any general. However, the appropriate use of each dragon will be dependent on the dragon's special skill. So let's go back to the Celtic demon again and go to the special skill. You see it says there marching range troop attack and marching ground troop defense. So this particular dragon could be used on a ranged general or on a ground general. Now going through the list of the other dragons, Fafnir, which I currently don't have, can be used for a mounted general or can be used for a siege general. Let's go over to the Dragon Cliff. Norway Ridge, it has ground troop HP debuff and mounted troop HP debuff. So this dragon could be used as a PvP dragon, and typically you would find most people using it on their ground general. It can also be used as a defensive general, either on the wall or in a sub-city. The next one up, Dragon of Thebes. Now this dragon, with his special skills on in-city siege machine attack and in-city ground troop defense, this is primarily used on a defensive wall general. Now the next dragons, which I don't have, Nidhogg could be used as a ranged dragon. It could also be used as a mounted dragon. Leiden is primarily used as a ranged dragon, and Amaterasu is primarily used as a ground dragon. Next up, let's have a look at how to refine the dragons. So we come to Norway Ridge here. At the bottom in the middle you see refine. We click that and it takes us to the refining screen. In order to refine your dragon, you would need refine stones. You would also need gems or badges to refine the dragon. It's kind of similar to refining gear for your generals. At the bottom you can see there, each refine will cost either 550 gems with 100 refine stones per spin, or 7 badges with 100 refines per spin. The requirements for refining are slightly different for each dragon. Let's take a quick look. See the refining requirements for the Celtic Demon here. It requires 400 gems with 50 refined stones, or 5 badges with 50 refines. So it's slightly different. So to refine, you simply click on that option. I'll go with a gems refine for now. Click on that. It gives you a set of refines. You choose either to confirm or to cancel and reject those refines. In this case, we'll cancel. When you refine and you get a good refine that you would like to keep, after you've accepted it, you can lock in those refines in a similar way that you would do when you are refining gear. The main difference here is that you do not need gems for locking. Instead, you would use the dragon crystals. That's these ones that you get here from time to time by completing various events. You can see at the top there, it says I have 3,435 dragon crystals. So that's what you use for locking in the refines. So for example, let's say we wanted to lock in the first one. We click the lock icon right next to the refine. It locks it. And at the top, the dragon crystal refinement changes. So we now have 5. So that means we require 5 dragon crystals each time we spin for the refines. If I lock a second one, the number increases to 10. If I lock the third one, the number increases to 15. And that's each time per spin. Now, generally, you would want to use the option to refine with gems as opposed to refining with badges. This is because you need those badges for Ares gear and for unlocking your wonder. So you need to save up as many badges as you possibly can. Gems, on the other hand, are in frequent supply within the game. There are numerous ways that you can get them, so it is easier for you to replenish your gem stock than it is to replenish your badges. You can, however, use these badges to refine your dragons if you have already crafted a decent amount of Ares gear and you are not in need of additional crafting anytime soon. You have unlocked your wonder, that's wonder level 1 or wonder level 2, and you do not need to save up your badges for that. Or you are extremely low on gems and have an excess of badges to spare. In those kind of situations, it will be alright for you to use your badges to refine your dragon. As for what to refine on your dragon, you'd want to focus on the stats that would aid the use or purpose of that dragon. So for example, if you are using Celtic Demon for a range general, you would want range attack refines on your dragon, similar to what I have here. If you are using Norway Ridge, for example, on a ground general, you would want ground stats, HP, defense, attack on the dragon, kind of similar to what I have here. So you need to pay attention to this when you're doing refining, and it will be different for each dragon depending on what you are using them for. Now, with the release of Evony version 4, aside from the 3 main ways that we listed earlier that dragons can help improve your game, there are now more ways to use dragons to boost your game. The first one is dragon talents. You could see at the bottom right hand there, it has talent. We'll just click on it. Now, you can think of dragon talents in the same way that you would think of specialties for your generals. To do the talents, you would need a certain amount of gems, badges, and the dragon fragments to raise your dragon's talent to the next level. And of course, meeting each level of talent requirements will unlock certain buffs for your dragon. You can select the talent on the dragon that you would like to work on. In this case, for Norway Ridge, we have Frost Power, and if we click on the next one, Fatal Frozen, you can see that the stats have changed. For Frost Power, we have Ground Troop Attack and Ground Troop HP. For Fatal Frozen, we have Marching Ground Troop HP and Enemy Ground Troop HP. So when you do the talents for these two, this is what will be unlocked. To do the third and final talent, you need to meet the requirements that are specific for that dragon. So in this case, we have Dragon Cliff level 1, which is met. Norway Ridge also has to be raised to level 10 for this third talent to be unlocked. If we look at the Dragon of Thebes, to unlock the third talent, Dragon Cliff needs to be raised to level 2 and Thebes needs to be at level 10. So this varies depending on the dragon that you're looking at. The other way to use dragons to boost your game is through the active skill. Now, if we go to the menu here, you can see it in the middle at the bottom, active skill. We click on it and you can see the various active skills there. They have requirements to be unlocked. In the case of Occult Fire, we have the Pasture needs to be at level 35 and Celtic Demon needs to be at level 10. For the other one, Pasture needs to be at level 40 and Celtic Demon needs to be at level 10. So as you can imagine, these active skills are not easy to do, and for most people, they won't be done anytime soon. Okay, let's talk about how to get your dragon. To get your dragon, you need to go around the map and gather the 7 magic dragon balls that you need to summon the dragon and... Oh, sorry, I'm talking about the wrong dragon. Okay. So, how do you get these dragons? Well, each dragon has its own specific requirements for gaining access to them, and we'll run through those very quickly. For the Pasture dragons, which are the easier ones to unlock, to get Celtic Demon, your Pasture needs to be at level 26, and you need 300,000 gems. To unlock Fafnir, your Pasture needs to be at level 30, and you need 1,400 dragon crystals to unlock Fafnir. Let's go back to the Dragon Cliff. To unlock Norway Ridge, you need to unlock your Wonder at level 1. And of course, to unlock Wonder, you need Ares Wings, which are gained by placing top 5 in any SVS. To unlock the Dragon of Thieves, you need to raise your Wonder to Wonder level 2. And to do that, you need to get your gold wings, which means that you either need to be king of your server twice, or you need to be conqueror of an enemy server during SVS twice, or any combination of the two. To unlock Nidhogg, you need to raise your Wonder to Wonder level 3. In order to do that, you need to get your red wings, and those are gotten by placing top 100 in a season of Battlefield of Constantinople. For Leiden and Amaterasu, you need to place within a certain level in All-Stars. So first off, you need to qualify for All-Stars, you need to make it through the preliminary rounds, and then you need to rank within a certain level in order to get the items to unlock these dragons. So these 2 dragons are All-Star dragons. And of course, no video on dragons will be complete without talking about the coolness of the dragons. Of course, aside from how cool the dragons look when you send a march out, as you level up your dragon, you also unlock certain castle decorations. Each of the dragons that can be found in your Dragon Cliff have specific decorations for your castle. And each dragon has 2 levels of decorations. The first one is unlocked when the dragon reaches level 6. The second one is unlocked when the dragon reaches level 10. So for example, you can see I have the level 6 Thieves decoration on. And you can have a look at my teammate here. He has the level 10 decoration on. I have another teammate as well that has the level 10 decoration for Norway Ridge. And again, each of the dragons in the dragon cliff, those are the sacred dragons, have their own specific decorations for your castle. All right, so we've talked about all the good stuff about dragons and how great they are. Right now, I'm going to talk to you about the one bad thing about dragons. And that is, because dragons eat materials, there is a natural conflict born between leveling up your dragon and building high-level gear. For most people, especially people like myself who don't coin that much, it is considerably difficult to keep feeding your dragon consistently and save up enough materials to build the high-level gear that you want. This is a very important factor to keep in mind, and it is the one bad thing about dragons. Personally, since I started focusing on high-level gear and debuff gear, all of my dragons have been on a diet. Yeah, don't worry, they're not gonna die or get skinny or anything like that. Nothing bad is gonna happen to them. It's just that their level will not increase within this period of time. Once I get to a comfortable place with my gear, I will start feeding them again regularly, and you'll see them happy and flying all over the place. So, if you like the information in this video, be sure to give it a like, maybe drop a comment down below. Thank you, and Aka signing out.